At the Katal Hayuk, the important source of the city's wealth was trade through their glass-like volcanic stone. The freedom and the strength of connection between those living under one shows the importance of peace. The people of Katal Hayuk were more intruded and connected with one another than modern world today. The bonds and strength between the communities show the vital importance of peace and communication.
The Ur-Ziggurat, found in present-day Iraq, shows the unity of the Sumerian people. It was one of the largest in Mesopotamia. The edifice has 3 ramp-like staircases, each containing hundreds of steps. The colossal size of this architectural building presents the fear and vital need for protection against the Gudians. The sturdy, solid mass of brick also illustrates the overlying theme of defense in the Sumerian people, as well as the manpower that went into the construction.
The Great Pyramids of ancient Egypt and Giza are correlated to our theme of peace and security because the Egyptian culture concept of afterlife is met with much serenity, spirituality, and peace. The main goal for an Egyptian tomb is for those who have died to have security and pleasure in their afterlife. Because this is such a prevalent goal for the Egyptians, it is safe to say that peace and security are of much importance to them. This tradition and acts of appreciation and honor towards the dead truly do reflect peace and security.
The Citadel of Tyrans, a Mycenaean architectural edifice located in Greece, is monumental to the theme of peace and security because it was built for the sake of defense. The establishment of the citadel showed us that the Mycenaeans are about protection, power, and defense. Their tall fort-like walls were 30 feet tall and 20 feet in thickness. For attackers to even attempt to invade, they would have had to go through several different gateways, passages, and openings before seeking out a successful assault. Tyrans may be one of the greatest examples throughout history that pertains to peace and security because of the fact that its main purpose is geared towards safety.
The Abbey of St. Gall is a religious complex of the Roman Catholics, located in Switzerland, Haedo. A significant part of this new design was a cloister, which is another word for a monastery. The cloister is built for the monks. It allowed them to remove themselves from both the outside world and reality into a terrestrial paradise. The cloister provided peace and quiet which was necessary for the monks to study and examine. The construction of this monastery relate to both peace and security because it provided just that for the monks from the 19th to the 13th centuries. Dating back to the early 5th century BCE was the Tomb of the Leopards. It is a burial chamber located with the necropolis of Monterozzi in Lazio, Italy. The interior of the tomb has a mural painting showing couples, servants, and musicians joined together to enjoy life in each other's companies. Figure 6-9 is named after the confronting leopards that are painted on the pediments of the wall.
The Pont du Gard is an ancient Roman aqueduct bridge located in southern France. Starting in the 4th century BCE, Roman architects designed the aqueduct to carry water from main springs to various places in Nimes. The bridge was able to bring 100 gallons of water per day to people in the south of France and demonstrated the Romans' great engineering capabilities. As the Roman Empire gained more power, Pont du Gard provided peace and security because citizens of Nimes were guaranteed water daily.
One of the most grabbing images of Christ is him depicted as Good Shepherd. What is so remarkable about this mosaic is that Christ is portrayed surrounded by lambs, as opposed to the conventional position of him holding and embracing one single little lamb. This mosaic is so tranquil and peaceful with the presence of Christ and the several lambs illustrated surrounding him. This image is already peaceful as is, but because of the fact that it is so non-conventional and serene, it really gives a viewer a sense of peace and security.
The Hagia Sophia is the most important monument of early Byzantine art. The church was built by Anthemius of Tralles, a mathematician, and Isidorus of Miletus, a physicist. The church was built of ashlar masonry and brick. As a cathedral, Hagia Sophia was a place where people could go to pray and feel a sense of security, safety, and peace during hard times in their lives. The dome looks as if it is floating on a cushion of light, which is symbolic of God.
Located in Jerusalem, the Dome of the Rock is the first great Islamic architectural building. Figure 10-2 was built by Abd al-Malik between the year 687 and 692. Politically, the structure marks the coming of Islam to Jerusalem, as it dominates the skyline. The dome idealizes how all three religions can come together in unity because of its location in Jerusalem, on a site sacred to Muslims, Christians, and Jews.